starting to walk in the areas that were hit in Rome, New York by a tornado. It's an EF2 tornado that covered, it was as wide as 3 football fields. Very unusual for New York State. I can't even believe what I'm seeing. Just seeing it on it ripped through the downtown district. Just seeing it on the news. The drone footage conveys it pretty well. I'll put a link to the drone footage below, but just seeing it on the news doesn't compare to how it feels to see it all in person, especially if you were familiar with it. Wow, this must have been part of the church that was ripped away. Wow, look at this church. Wow. Look at those windows ripped out. Holy cow. Unbelievable. If you ever come to look at the what happened after a tornado, you have to be careful of metal, nails, and glass. I've seen other people walking where I'm walking, so I guess I'm okay. I parked at a safe distance away so as not to be in the way of anything. Wow, the glass is unbelievable. It's just everywhere. I mean, you can't, it's just everywhere. This is the church that's been blown away in the tornado in Rome, New York. It's really unbelievable. It's very dramatic to see it, I think. Just think it's probably built in the 1800s or something, right? Reminds me of, you know, pictures of, you know, London during the Blitz in World War II or something. And, I mean, it's different for New York. I know a lot of folks across the United States live in areas where they see stuff like this, unfortunately, all the time. But to me, it's new and dramatic and horrible and just really, oh, can't even. So glad nobody was hurt or killed in the Rome area. Somebody was killed nearby in Canastota, sadly. But how they have this much destruction here and nobody was hurt or killed is gotta be a miracle. I hope they realize that. I'm sure they realize that. Now the church just down the way, I believe, is the church that I went to for the Christmas Messiah sing that a friend had invited me to, and it was just amazing. Let's look at some of these other houses. Look at this. You see that? That's siding from somewhere else. But the metal is still wrapped in that tree. That's metal. Metal siding from somewhere else. Still wrapped in that tree. And here we just have another random piece of metal. This is City Hall. Seems to have been under construction already. Look at this. This is, let's see how heavy this is. It's not very heavy. It's very twisted. Now the winds that came through here, 135-mile-an-hour winds. So much junk on the ground. And really wide. It was on the ground for 5 miles. And apparently came right through downtown Rome, New York. Let's go around the corner and see what's going on. Don't want to get in the way, so I'm gonna just stay down here. This is the main downtown street where I came to see It's a Wonderful Life at Christmas time. And the year before, I have a video of the Nutcracker, which was absolutely... Why would anybody come driving that fast? There's the Capitol Theater right there. See it? Somehow that beautiful marquee survived. Thank goodness. It's really a fantastic theater. Oh my gosh. This was so beautiful at Christmas time, and oh my gosh, no, they got some damage. Okay. Monolith monsters. I think a monolith monster came and destroyed the theater. So this is the Capitol Theater in Rome, and I love this theater because they have a lot of old movies, and I mean just monolith monsters and Dr. Cyclops, you know. I mean, if I could just go see something like that and have some popcorn on a Saturday night, I'd be golden. I love that kind of stuff, and I came here for some old movies as well. A great old movie that I did a video about where the organist was here, and this is one of the original old organs that accompanied the films in the silent era. And so Capitol Theater is still standing, but it's damaged. So the top of this building's gone. It's a lot of brick. Look at that. You know, the funny part is Rome got rid of they got rid of their downtown during urban renewal, like my poor small town did, and you know, honestly, they have kind of a sucky downtown area. Oh my god. Oh, this was the beautiful mural. This was the beautiful patriotic mural. I've got pictures of this. Oh my gosh, it's gone. So sad. Look at this. Oh my gosh. You see this when you're on your way into Rome. This building usually is just beautiful. The mural was. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a car there. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh. I can't believe nobody was injured in this. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Street sign bent over. See that street sign? Look at how that's bent right to the ground. I mean, that was heavy steel. So what I was saying, I wasn't really dissing Rome. I love Rome, and their there's a lot of good, patriotic, awesome souls that live here, and that have made quite a difference in my life, actually. But I'm just seeing the downtown was kind of, you know, not that great. You know, I mean, they got the Capitol Theater here, but you know, they got rid of all their historic buildings, basically, just like my little town where I was born did. And it's too bad, because the places that were able to preserve and had the guts to preserve and the money to preserve their downtowns are really just beautiful slices of Americana today. And but you know, I don't know what rebuilding is going to look like here. I really don't see. Now, this is an extension of the Capitol Theater right here, and they're up there on the roof looking around. This is the extension of the theater. So apparently, you know, they're still trying to figure out what the hell, if this is something you can walk into. Do you realize how many people, how many big strong men we need? Structural engineers, people who can do the heavy lifting when a tornado hits. We still need these people. And you know, we're so thankful for them, the people that preserve our infrastructure, the people that aren't getting indoctrinated at the colleges to go study climate change and transgender values or something. I mean, when you stop with all that stuff, you still need these people to live, to preserve your town. Thank God for them. Look at this. This is just weird looking. This must have been part of the sign that's unraveled, falling down like that. This is a huge pile here. Huge pile. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Look at this. I bet you everybody has already thought about what might be still in the jewelry store. There's a lot of poor folks in this rural area. Can't even imagine, I don't know where people are going to get the money to restart their businesses. I'm sure the governor will come through with something. Look at this. Just look at this. That'd be a good company to invest in right there. That's right. This branch is hanging by a thread. And let me tell you, that could, might not look like much, but if that lands on your head, you got a big problem. So, what else is interesting here is the insulation in the tree. Look at this. I was trying to figure out, well, wait a minute, are those like, you know, what do they call it? You know, tent caterpillars or something? Because that's what your mind does. It's trying to rationalize what it's seen before, as opposed to something that it hasn't seen before. Like if you've never seen insulation wrapped in a tree like I haven't, then your mind's trying to figure it out. This is the old building for the Rome Daily Sentinel, which is the newspaper here. Look at this. Now, Rome is the home of the old Griffiths Air Force Base. Jeez. Okay, wait a minute. Look at this. Oh, wait. We got some glass to watch out for here. Okay. This was some sort of sign over here. Part of a car. It's part of a car there. I wonder if it's from that car over there. It looks like it might be from that car over there. Okay, wonder how many people have noticed this. This area is bringing in a lot of people that aren't from here. They have a lot of property management places, which makes me suspicious. I mean, certainly maybe one of the reasons they have these property companies is because, oh my God, because it is quite a poverty-stricken area, and I'm not gonna go under that tree. And there's a lot of empty buildings because these little American towns are dying because they don't have any jobs. Look at this. I did not know this was here either. Wow. There's a bear because they're near the Adirondacks. Oneida County goes into the Adirondacks. Wow, I did not know this was here. This is such a cute mural. And then in the sidewalk, they have the Mohawk. They have all the rivers from the area that flow in to Oneida Lake and then into Lake Ontario. I see somebody's got a drone up again. I just thought this was interesting how the mud splattered the back of this It destroyed the church behind me, and then look at this. And then next door, splatter. See the splatter? Wow. Oh my God. That's not good. Wow. Hope everybody took cover. Now, this is the back side of the church here. Look at the roof here. This must be all insulation from the church, I'm thinking. It's, how did it get on the back side of there? Oh, look at this. Here's the back side of the church. But if we look over here, in the path of the tornado, we see another church affected here. This is all trees that used to be standing. Look at the pile. Speechless. Look at this metal wrapped around the pole. I don't understand how this metal wrapped around the little sign, but it didn't pull the sign down, because that metal's heavier than that sign. Oh my goodness. Holy cow, look at this. So this is an area, West Court Street. More devastation. I mean, I can't believe how far this goes. I mean, 3 football fields is big, but we still got emergency crews working down here. We're gonna walk down here and see this church, so we can use our logic and our reasoning to figure out what happened here. And what happened here is, obviously, I really did need my selfie stick today, and I left it in the car. A very big tree pulled up the ground and fell there on the house. Look at that. Wow. Now I've seen a tree pulled up like that right in my own yard from the Labor Day storm, 1998, I believe it was. Look at this. Just gonna get a picture of me walking by to show you how big this tree was. Holy cow. God, and nobody was killed. It's just amazing. I took cover multiple times this week where I was at a place that I work, and some people made fun of me. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna go down to the basement for the tornado warning." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to the basement for the tornado warning. Good luck, suckers." But I didn't think, I mean, I knew this stuff was possible. Look at it. Look at this. Wow. I mean, even if it's New York, we get so used to, you know, everything being okay. And sometimes everything's not going to be okay. So what you do is you plan ahead and you try to stay safe, because we are not living in normal times. Wow, the whole thing looks shifted back to some extent. Wow, is it really shifted back, or is it my imagination? So I met some nice folks here who live, well, actually right across from this church, and they told me that this church and the other church, the dome, the steeple, collapsed right down straight into the church. In both churches, it went down into the center. And you know how when I was walking up, I thought that the whole church looked tipped back? It is. So he told me the storm came down this way and then came back this way. And like the church is really tipped back. I don't know if you can see it in the pictures. See how it's slightly, instead of like this, it's like this, all the way down. Unbelievable. So a young man here told me that everybody's got power if the line at the house wasn't damaged, because they need more manpower and time to repair at the house. If where it comes into your house didn't get damaged, everybody's got power again. I mean, it's not a great place to be right now. There's a lot of damage, and I feel bad for a lot of these people are renters in some of these old homes, and they're going to be dependent on how responsive their landlords are. And even if they own their own house, I mean, I can't imagine the trouble they're having to go through. I mean, the economy is so bad anyway. It's just so bad, especially in these outlying areas, especially everywhere. What am I talking about? Got another sidewalk ripped up here. Wow, that's a really old house. Hi guys. Even the birds are amazed. Imagine how long that sidewalk's been there. I'm still following the path of the tornado here. I missed where it came down, near Mud Creek Road or something. Aww. Pretty little birdie house. Oh, this street's, oh my God. Look at how old some of these houses are. Usually when we have a rare tornado that actually touches down, it's an EF0, you know. I remember when I was young standing in a parking lot in a store parking lot with my dad, and we saw a funnel cloud form and then go back up. And I mean, that's kind of what happens in New York, is they see rotation, and that might not be rotation that ever forms into anything. I've seen it since then where you can tell there's rotation, but it just usually doesn't go and then come down. And it did here. So it's just unbelievable. Just to recap, this is Rome, New York. It's in Oneida County, and Oneida County at the top, the northern part, enters the Adirondack Park. Oh, geez, that tree looks so weird. I thought there was an animal. Okay. So it has a lot of association with the Adirondacks. It has Oneida Lake in part of the county, which is the largest lake in New York State, completely within the New York's borders. So there's the Adirondack Bank, and stores with the word Adirondack in it and that kind of thing, because it takes about an hour to go from the central or southern part of the county up to the northern part. So you're only an hour from the Adirondacks. Wow, look at this tree. See, I thought there was like something in the tree. Anyway, that snapped right off, and then it's got a lot of interesting... Oh my heavens. Well, after the sirens and the utility trucks, it's just very eerily quiet right now. I mean, you can look around me, you're in the middle of a small city. There's no noise. The birds were making quite a ruckus farther back, and I suspected maybe their nests were gone, but I don't know. I can't believe it's this quiet. It's just really eerie. Oh my gosh. So it missed the First Methodist Church. It apparently did a job on the churches, but not the First Methodist, and I can't tell if that First Baptist is damaged at all. I can't see. Here we go. So here we are. This is the B-52 Memorial at Rome. So the tornado, you can see some trees damaged up here. I'm trying to get this right. I think the tornado came this way, right on, headed toward the B-52. Now, I've got footage of this B-52. Oh my God. Yeah, it's damaged some. Oh, wait a minute, the thing's tipped back that way. I'm confused. We're gonna walk directly in front of this so you can see what it looks like. Okay, we're coming up on, I got my foot, there's heavy branches in this grass. Okay, you're gonna see it behind me here. You're gonna see it ain't sitting straight anymore. So we'll zoom into the nose. Here, it's not sitting straight anymore. And then you'll see how crooked it is. It's cordoned off for damage. Probably ought to be cordoned off a little better than it is, I don't know. But, yeah, let's go see. So you're almost touching over here and you're up in the air over here. You're gonna see, this is so freaky, you're gonna see right where the plane was dragged by the tornado and left the ruts in the ground.
That tire was on the ground, and the whole plane faced this way. It ripped it.
So
it pulled it down off of here.
Yep.
Because it was bolted here and it was bolted there.
Yep.
And the nose of the plane faced this way. Right? It faced this way. Yep. So it literally pushed it down off the pad and turned it.
oh
That's
jeez.
a lot. To get those out of that ground,
Really whipped.
that's what
Oh, that's even more than I thought it was.
I was just telling you, we're so lucky that nobody died in this
Yeah.
whole thing, because I hear a ton of stories and I've seen some different videos and stuff, like people that were driving out on the boulevard were like, oh my goodness. And then I seen this one video, a tree went right between the two cars.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That video? I was like, that's a tree.
Wow.
Yeah, because I mean we kind of have a normalcy bias. We don't expect it's really going to be that bad, right?
I mean, I live in Kansas, so I'm
Oh.
prepared now.
Yeah.
But I was born and raised here, and my husband was in the military. We traveled a lot, but these planes like this, carried 350 people to Saudi Arabia. My husband flew these planes,
Oh my gosh.
and you took.
It's quite a heavy plane
It
already.
is. This is it's tons.
Jim, you're not supposed to be over the...
All right. Now I'm going to go see, right?
Since he's
As
already
long
over the
as
line.
it's not flying back this way. Pulled it off, see? Took the bolts out.
So
They said, yeah, I know.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, it's done now. I mean, what do you do? Yeah,
I wonder how heavy...
oh, that's good. It's a good wake-up call right there. I'd hate to die that way. All right. Oh, look at this. So there's the tire that used to be in the ground down here. Wow, that was also bolted down. Now that stuff's all a mess. This is really damaged. So here I am in front of the B-52 that was damaged at Rome. The tornado was coming towards the old Griffiths Air Force Base, and then lifted up, but not before it moved this B-52 off from where it was, off from the cement platform that was bolted to. This is a B-52 memorial, and the old B-52 is here, and damaged the plane itself.